Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all you out there on YouTube. My name's Cody Rooney. I identify as someone with cerebral palsy. And today welcome back if you're not new here. Today I want to talk about self-employment and my experience with it. I've been self-employed for full time for 4 years since COVID. I did a few since before COVID, but as I talk about probably in a couple videos, is COVID was negative for everyone, including myself. I felt I was taken off. And I say felt because I feel if COVID were not to happen, we'd all be in different spaces right now. And for me, Zoom gave me the ability to find what I like, what I'm passionate about, and made me realize being a coach on a sports team was not a possible full-time job. You can, I know. If I wanted to do that, I could go back to school for that. But, I turned it into such a positive, and I'll never say that. But I'm grateful for COVID. I think it allowed me the appropriate time to evaluate my passion, evaluate my interest, and, you know, 3 years later, or 4 years later, so as I was saying, Zoom allowed my growth in. You know, I do talk about when I took off and all that in videos prior. This video I will be sharing the pros and cons to being self-employed. I will say it depends how much you put yourself out there. That will determine your success. You know, for me, you know, I feel by saying yes to a lot in the beginning showed people that I can be reliable, that I can be like dependable, so that made people want to ask me to do other things, go places. Honestly, when it comes to travel for work, I think I've done everything that I was asked to do in person. I know there's a few things that I didn't do virtually because I will talk why you gotta watch out for that in a set, because look, during the height of COVID, my schedule was pretty full. Like, there was days where I had a 8-hour day on Zoom, but that was because a lot of people can attest to this. Now, we crave that social interaction. We wanted to be in community, so a lot of us did overextend ourselves. Definitely, which leads me why I don't do certain virtual since, yeah, I know my priorities now. I know what pays and what doesn't. But, the fatigue got to all of us. I would say about the time we were starting to go in person. So I would say that definitely played a factor. It still does to this day. But my self-employment journey has taken me to over 20 states, all of New England, all of the Northeast, well, not New Jersey or Pennsylvania yet. But, countless, my home base is obviously Massachusetts, and let's get into some of the benefits of having a self-employment journey. And one is just making your own schedule. For me, that's helpful with school. It's helpful when stuff comes up. It's helpful just being more available because, I can take a call really 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I don't like calls, but I'm definitely available. And I get paid. There's no overtime battle. There's no, or I'm working until 9, all the way from 8 a.m. No. If I have a long day, I probably have a break of a few hours in there, or just a long enough break to eat or move around. So I will say making your own schedule is one benefit. Another benefit is making your own decisions. no one forces me to say yes. It's all based on my decisions and what I want to do and where I want to go. Even places and organizers have just set spots. What I mean by choosing where I want to go, I could go to a conference in Orlando, or I could just stay home, maybe do something local or another conference elsewhere. Yes, there's reoccurrences I do that is in a set locations, but I can say no, I can't make it this year, or I got you next week or next event, whatever. Another pro is doing enough to be financially stable. I will say, when I got out of my family's home, my blood family, I will say I was able to do just enough to always have something, and there's times I don't. That just means I'm really busy. And I will talk about that in my cons to being self-employed, because, there's a harsh reality to this as well. But I say, making my own schedule I will say this, when it comes to vacations, it's tough, there's some stuff that has no vacation, when in my line of work, until we work together, there's always gonna be something. I say, put on that vacation minder, but if it feels urgent, do it or answer that email. Unless it takes you away from your vacation or going somewhere else that I don't recommend, but if you gotta create a plan for when you come back or plan a work trip on vacation that can't really wait until you come back. Do it because it all comes back to being reliable and showing that you kinda have that open door policy, but with boundaries. The cons this won't be as long because I don't want this a long video, but let's get reimbursed. I will say that can be the killer. Like, I just have learned, how to deal with that. And, my system now is like, I know the money will come back, and I have that mindset. Now, I'm gonna be short this month, but make sure all the bills are paid if you are taking a reimbursement trip. Also, I will say, on that same topic, for me, I just can't afford half of these conference hotels. I mean, I could if I just did not have obligations there for most of the time. I say, well, can you guys at least cover a hotel and airfare? And they will, or that be negotiated. Never con, more around money, which is interesting. The more I think about it, is as a contractor, you're not on any set payroll. That means they don't have to pay you on a regular pay period. Again, I just learned how to navigate and plan around that. So I say it's a con at first, but through playing it and really understanding this journey, you will come to find there's not really any cons. It's just since you have to figure out the question of the day. I'm in school. What am I planning post graduation? And that answers the summer. I'm taking all summer to really figure that out, really talk to people. I got my own ideas of where I want to go, and I will share those when it's time. Will I stay self-employed? Like the answer is that's the goal. 9 to 5 is so overrated, but like I understand that I can't put my eggs in one basket, and I recognize the process. Right now I don't have a ton of bills, so it was both. When I do, I do have to think about that. But hopefully my idea addresses that. But either I say that for when it's real life and it happens, or I will make a separate video because I do hope this video helped someone, especially the pros and cons. Know what you're doing, and those cons figure out, because once you figure that out, being self-employed is like the best thing that I've done so far in my life. Without peace and blessings. Have a good night, good evening, and see you in the next video.